Today, we're going to spend the day with Dominique Fils-Aimé, the ambassador for the High-End Vienna 2026 show. This is the world's premier exhibition for all things high-end audio. Every year, an artist is chosen to be the ambassador for the show, and this year it's Dominique Fils-Aimé, two-time Juno Award-winning Canadian vocalist who has earned a devoted following among audiophiles in particular, due to her intimate recordings, richly layered vocal harmonies, and exceptional production quality. Her music explores themes of identity, healing, and connection, making her a perfect fit for this year's show theme, The Power of Music. First thing to start today, Dominique is doing an immersive session at the PMC room. Let's get a ticket. Thank you. You don't usually need a ticket to enter the exhibit rooms in this show, but this was different because this was a special closed-door session with a limited number of seats. And as the room gradually filled in, people were excitedly taking photos and videos of the space because it was a custom-built 11.1.6 channel Dolby Atmos setup.
Hi. Hello. Thank you so much. So my name is Dominique Fils-Aimé. I'm very happy to be here with you today to listen to a few tracks from my latest album, My World is the Sun.
After a brief introduction from Dominique, we listened to selections from her latest album, where the lush, intricately layered vocal harmonies truly came to life in Dolby Atmos. Personally, I rarely get the chance to hear music that was mixed for Dolby Atmos played back on a proper Dolby Atmos system, so this was a relaxing, meditative way to start the morning.
Realizing that I could think about the music not only with the sounds but about the space, and to actually, I know not everyone will have access to this obviously, but for those who do, knowing that they will get to experience the music from the sound, the energy, and the spatial perspective is something very special, because you can really enhance the experience that you're trying to provide. Obviously, I think music is meant to be connected with no matter how, but some tools allow us to connect on a deeper level and get to experience the little details, and that's why I'm very happy that we get to hear it like this, because it was made to be heard this way. Hi, Justin.
Hello.
He mastered the album. Sorry, I put you on the spot.
Some artists can really build layers and layers and layers, and Dominique has that skill.
We have some tracks in the album before that were 500, 600 tracks. Yeah, I just want to be in the studio as long as possible, really. You know, I like creating, I like singing, so.
The mic placement was very important. The number of mics we set up, thinking about space in general in the live room when recording and tracking the instruments as well. So the idea is to replicate like a natural environment. It's not, again, it's not like a movie with action happening in different directions.
After listening to a discussion between Dominique, PMC USA President Maurice Batiste, and Dominique's manager and producer, Kevin, we ended the session with Dominique's composition, River, where the spatial environment is creatively used to mimic the movement of water. And after the session concluded, we had to rush off to the next item on Dominique's schedule.
So I get tricked all the time here. Every time I hear, I think there's an actual musician playing. It's just the sound is that great.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
Do you ever walk past a room and hear yourself singing and then think, oh,
I went to a kiosk yesterday and they were putting Birds, one of my songs that they often use to, try different systems. And it was quite funny because I arrived at the same time and the guy was like, oh, I was like, yes, I'm surprised too. It's great timing. I always thought about that, the fact that I'll never hear my songs for the first time. But I get the pleasure of making them, which is much more fun, I think, personally. But it's a curious thing. I'm always curious how people feel when they hear it at first, and I'm just hoping that it brings them as much comfort as it brought me when I was making it. You know?
That last composition brought me a lot of comfort.
I love that. Thank you so much. I'm very happy to hear that it...
I know, I mean it. Yeah. Like, I've been very stressed recently.
Oh, can I give you a hug?
Yes.
You don't need to put this in. I just want I know. Thank you. Thank you. I'm so glad. That's everything really I want to hear, honestly. That's the goal of the music I make.
Yeah.
And one thing about stress that I discovered is stress and excitement are very close. So sometimes it's just about shifting, it's like the same emotion, but like the upside or the downside of it, and then realizing that you get to shift it. And I feel music has this power to kind of just shift an emotion from the negative per se to the positive, or making it something enjoyable.
All the love on this earth for you. All the love on this earth for you.
After our impromptu emotional stroll, Dominique and Kevin did a panel about spatial audio hosted by Lucas Görlis with Niels Merton and Stefan Bach.
Too much pressure put on the result right now, and it's making people forget about the joy of the process, which is a priority. And another thing I see is the definition of success.
So Dominique just finished her panel at Expert Stage. I ran out quickly. I took a cab to the city center to get some pastries, and now we're just gonna sit down and chat. But I'm gonna put these here for now, because it's a surprise.
Come in. Welcome back.
Thank you.
We want the food. Something to drink. There's
Oh,
food.
are you sure it's okay?
Of course, take anything you want. We always need more water.
Oh, thank you.
Let's start with water.
Water.
And
If it's okay,
dessert.
I'll just take one of these small
Take many. Need strength for these crazy days. I'll bring this
You
for
already
you.
ate?
Oh yes, I ate.
So you've had a couple days now of the show. Sorry.
Oh, don't worry. No, it's super hard. I've gotten used to it by now. I use my ring to press on.
Yeah, you have a
There
lot
you
of
go.
rings.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you.
Of course.
So you've been here now for a couple days at the show. Is this your first audio show ever?
It is. And I've
This is
been
a good
learning
first
so
one.
much. Yeah, it's a great one. Starting with the best. No, it's an amazing one. We had such a great time.
You had a listening session yesterday, you have 2 listening sessions today, and then you have a concert tonight. How
I
is
feel, for sure I'm tired, but I realize that being an adult is about being tired anyway. So at least I'm tired for doing something I love. That's what I keep saying. But the energy that you get from the excitement of discovering new stuff, it makes me, it's like better than coffee. So I feel very, very grateful and very happy to be discovering so many things I knew nothing about, really. I knew very little. I'm on the creative side, so all this has been left to my manager and my sound engineer, and actually getting to see and witness how passionate the people who make that stuff are. It's another form of art. That's what I realize. It's really, they're not scientists or tech, they're artists who use science and tech to create sound experiences. So
I want to ask you more about this, but before that, I have a surprise for you.
surprise for me.
Yes. It's outside.
Oh,
Oh, but
There's a
you can stay here.
okay. So I stay here.
Yeah.
Cake. It's pastry.
Can you tell?
Yeah, the bag looks like
So I've never been to Vienna,
okay.
but these are 5 of the most Viennese pastries according to the person at the bakery.
I love it.
And 5
my
because I know that you're very passionate about trilogies.
Yes, and it's the 5th album.
Yes.
Wow,
So
concept. Thank you
should
so
be 3
much.
and 2.
Can I start opening
Yes,
now?
please.
Wow. Yum. Oh, they look delicious. Do you have a sweet tooth?
I do. Do you?
Yes. I love cake. I love sweets in general. I'm a big fan of textures. Like
Yeah.
a good, a good bite.
So speaking of textures, at the PMC session, you and Kevin were talking about layers.
Yes.
And about was 4,000 tracks? 40,000?
4,000, yeah.
4,000. Okay, 40,000 would have been a lot.
Yeah.
We're not there yet.
Yes.
So I thought of that, and then you always talk
Yes.
about the sun in your interviews, and this is,
Beautiful color.
I was trying to
I love
think
this
of the
concept
sun.
of everything.
Yes.
That looks like a apple crumble.
Oh yes, that is an apple strudel. That's the only one that I know.
Yum, yum, yum. Wow. I've
Oh,
never seen anything
it has an
like this.
interesting texture. How is it? You can tell me if you don't like it. Okay?
Surprising.
I didn't
Taste
make it.
Let's. I was not expecting the white to be that kind of fluffy texture, but it's good.
It's like a marshmallow.
Yeah.
If a marshmallow were a creature, it has like a spine.
But it's so surprising.
Yeah. You're so good at cutting things with spoons.
Practice. I love it. Very good, very good. Fruit. Cheers.
Cheers.
Ding.
What has surprised you the most so far from the Hi-Fi show? Oh, this is a hard one to do.
What has surprised me the most?
I'm gonna break the
Yeah,
layers.
don't worry.
Sorry, Dominique.
No.
Your layers.
I'm gonna break it even more. Bam.
I started it though.
You
if
did.
it was just you, it would
So
be
now
smooth.
I can feel comfortable doing it, you know? So you really opened the way. Okay, that's a big bite. I will chill out. I did not expect so many different partners and
Yeah.
things to discover and different machinery around sound. The other thing that really surprised me, I got to meet the team from High End Vienna. They're like a handful of people. I was expecting at least 50-person team or like 100 because there's so much going on, and to think that so few people can make such a big event happen. And I think that's because they love what they do so much. They're so
agree.
passionate, you know?
Yeah, I feel that passion and
Mm-hmm.
that dedication just as an attendee who comes to the show year after year. Do
We
you
love
like chocolate cake?
I love chocolate cake, but I'm very picky about the
don't.
texture. You don't? Do you like chocolate in general?
Like chocolate bars, yeah.
Okay, fair. Maybe this will change your mind, who knows?
Maybe we are in Vienna.
A bit dry, a bit on the dry side, but I think it's meant to be this way. I like things more moist and dense.
It's my least favorite so far.
We should have expected that when you said you don't like chocolate cake.
I have one last question for you. I know we're really short on
Are
time.
we? Oh, yes. It's okay. What is time? Illusion.
True. Are you encountering fans of your music who are different than the fans that you typically encounter outside of this high-end audio scene?
For sure, there's a specific type here. Like, it's kind of a demographic that is very specific. But it's the same people everywhere connecting with the music. So the only difference is that they have amazing systems, so they get to hear every single detail, and they'll fan about those details that they got to hear that maybe some people didn't get to hear because of the listening tools.
There are these themes that I keep hearing in just talking to you, listening to your presentation this morning about acceptance and the commonalities between all human beings.
Yeah.
These emotions, you speak about them so beautifully.
Thank you. Music helps. It helped me take the time to think about it and find ways to express those feelings. Thank you so much for dessert, by the way.
Yes,
Delicious.
I'm gonna eat a little bit more.
Yes, I think we have to go now.
Okay. The next and final listening session on the schedule for the day is a vinyl listening session this time with German loudspeaker manufacturer Our Acoustics.
Every time you take a plane and it's raining somewhere, a dark of clouds is always a clear blue sky.
The sun in my skin glowing. 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 Meet me by the river. Come, let's heal together. Meet me by the river. Let's be alone. Meet me by the river.
You're artists who use technology to enhance our music, so I thank you for taking the time. Thank you. Teamwork.
Yes.
It was a real pleasure for us and for Robert and the whole team of our acoustics to have Dominique here in our listening room. The special thing about it is that she's part of the story of our speakers. Robert told me when he started developing our speakers, he played a lot of music of her on our prototypes. And this is what makes it so very special to have her new album on our new Versura V6, and yeah, to listen here in our room to it and to have her here. It was amazing, and it was, yeah, wonderful.
It's such a busy day. I'm not even Dominique, and I'm already like, where are we going? What's happening?
You don't have enough coffee.
That's
why.
true.
You need the matcha to keep going. Maria.
My daughter, this
Oh.
is she's first record.
Nice, wow.
And the line is pretty long, as you can see. So hopefully I can get an autograph.
I've seen her shows, and I was always have been enthusiastic about her performance, about her music. She's just great, and she has deserved what happened this year to be the ambassador of the high-end.
The line is even longer now. So lots of Dominique Fils Aimé fans here.
Hi, Jenna.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. I want the full,
to write the name.
the full sign experience.
You get the full lineup.
Yeah.
I love it. So for Jana, thank you for the love.
Thank you.
Thank you for your patience too. You could have skipped the line. You didn't.
I want the full experience.
How was it?
It was a long wait. I got my autographed copy. The line is really long, but it's going even longer because she's spending so much time with each fan, signing more than just her name and writing a really personal message to each person. Final event on Dominique's schedule for today is a concert. And the concert is in 45 minutes, but there's already a really long line forming behind me.
Yay! Thank you so much.
Guys, camera there, bud.
Hi. Thank you.
Give it all you got. My love, my love, my love. This soir, donne-moi le temps. Donne-moi le temps. Ashes to ashes, storm to storm. Right through you hand in hand. To rejoice while we still mourn. Really one and the same. Ashes to ashes to final form. Meet me by the river.
I've listened to her records obviously before, but today I really felt that we kind of learned her as a person. You rarely have like such a deep connection to the musician. They kind of usually do their concert and that's it. But today she told a lot of stories from her life. It's quite unusual. It's a little glimpse of her soul.
I loved seeing her live. It was my first time seeing her perform, and I don't know, just her voice incorporated with all the sounds and the different synths, pads, instruments.
She captivated the audience, was at the end of such a long work day for everybody. I think it was really inspiring and refreshing and a chance to reset. So it was a really special show.
Oh my goodness, yeah, it was a journey for sure. I loved every second of it. She's a real storyteller on top of being just a musician, so I really loved it to the point where I not only bought the CD but also the vinyl, because you can never have enough.
Yay! That was so beautiful.
Thank you so much. Thank you for coming to the
Thank
show.
you for spending the day with me.
Anytime.
It was an honor.
Maybe next time you come to Montreal to
I would
spend the
love
day.
to.
I loved it. Thank you so much, and thank you for
Thank
pastry.
you.
We had fun. Thank you,
Okay.
and thanks everyone.